It's sometimes said that if the devil can't make you bad, he'll make you busy. And I really resonate with what's being said there, because I know in my own life that I am so busy that sometimes I don't feel like I have room for God. Too often we let our busyness crowd God out. We have no room for it because we're busy with school or sports or career or relationships, and we just don't have room for God. We're going 1,000,000 miles an hour, and even some of the most dedicated believers I know are just going like, I don't have time for a quiet time. I don't have time to pray. I don't have time to memorize Scripture. I don't have time to come to worship on a consistent basis. I'm just so busy. I have no room for God. If you're going 1,000,000 miles an hour, you have no room to grow. You have to stop and create some space. In the midst of this, I'm really reminded of why Jesus spoke in parables all the time, because parables have this tendency to stop us. They don't make sense right off front. And I'm particularly reminded of Jesus' parable of the sower. You know the sower one, right? Like there's a sower, and he goes out and he throws his seed, and the seed lands on 4 types of ground. Some of it's a path that's been beaten down. Some of it's weedy soil, some of it's rocky soil, some of it's fertile soil. And I want you to notice the seed falls on everybody. Everybody gets mental assent. Everybody gets to hear it. They can't claim ignorance anymore. They all hear it. But the problem is that what falls on the path gets plucked up by the birds, who we're told represent the devil, and I'll come back to that in just a moment. And some of it falls on weedy soil, and the weeds represent the cares of this life, and again, it crowds out the seed. And some of it falls on rocky soil, and it can start, but it doesn't have enough room to grow, because hardship rocks hard, keeps it from growing. But some of it falls on fertile soil, and I have this thing, I garden once in a while, and I weed, and I pull out the rocks, and I till the ground, and I make it nice and soft, and I put the seed in, and then what happens? I wait. I have to give it time. I have to give it space. I have to hold on to, I have to abide in, I have to remain, I have to dwell for it to bear fruit. And if I will do that, then I start to know the truth. The truth about who God is, the truth about who I am, the truth about how the world actually works. And then, notice future tense, then that truth will set me free. Free to know who God is, free to know who I am, free to know salvation, free to be a child of God. Free to have assurance. But I have to leave room for it.